In this part of the tutorial for the placement tab, we're going to show you how to utilize formulas to calculate your offset and positioning parameters for you. Thus far, we've taught you how to place the proper offset values into each field dependent upon the automatic you'd like to run. However, you can also have Practicad use mathematical formulas or expressions to choose the value of these fields. You will notice next to both offset parameters, the text rotation, and the shift text parameters that there is a little dialog box that you can check. And when you do that, Practicad is going to open up the expression window. Now, if you've watched the videos on how to design custom tags and the field box, you are already familiar with how to utilize these formulas. Please make sure you've already watched those tutorials. What we're going to do is we're going to show you just one use for having formulas calculate your offset parameters for you. Right now we have the z-axis parameter set as 0. So the offset is 0 on the z-axis. We're going to press OK and we're going to run an automatic. And you can see here that this automatic is running a lang tag at all the proper positions. However, because the axis z is 0, the tag is in the dead center of the duct. And once again, if we put this on the left view, you can see that the tags are all placed perfectly in the center of the duct if that parameter happens to be 0. Now what we'd like to do is we'd like to make it so that we can have Practicad help us to see these tags even when we're in a different visual style. For example, if we go into the hidden visual style, we cannot see the tags because they're inside the duct. Now though we showed you how to put the proper parameter for offset Z to get the tags to be higher than the duct, the problem is you're going to have different ducts of different depths on your drawing. And if you click on this duct here and look at the depth is 30 inches. So since the tag is in the center of the duct, the tag is sitting 15 inches into the depth. That means if we want the tag to be on top of the duct so it's visible, we need it to be at least 15 inches high. However, if we click on this fitting here where the depth is 18 inches, if the tag is in the center, we need the tag to only be 9 inches higher than the depth of this duct. So we don't want to create different automatics. Instead, what we can do is we can calculate the z-axis offset parameter based on a formula that utilizes the depth of fittings. If it was round duct, we'd use diameter. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the auto tag icon and we're going to go back to the placement tab. And remember, Practicad remembers all of the last settings you used in this window. So you don't have to change anything but the difference between the last time we used the tool and the time we're going to use it now. So we're going to come right here to Access Z. And what we're going to do is click on the formula icon. Once Practicad opens up the expression field, we're now going to put in the expression we'd like to use. And here what we're going to do is we're just going to paste one in. We've already copied. We're going to use the formula 0.5 times the depth in, which means half of the depth. And then we're going to say plus 0.2. And the reason we do this is because it moves the tags just 0.2 inches above the top of the fitting. And this seems to work very well when you're trying to see through the realistic and hidden visual styles. You can try different parameters, but in this tutorial, we're going to use 0.2, and most of the tags in the software that were set this way utilize this value. So every time we place a tag on the drawing using this automatic, it's going to look at the depth in of the fitting. It's going to move the tag up half that depth, so it's at the top, and then it's going to move it up an extra 0.2 inches. So we're going to run this automatic by pressing OK. We're going to click on the duct. And now you can see that we've got the lang tags on top of all the duct just a little bit. If we put it in left view, you can see that they're barely on top. You can almost not see it in these particular views. But the tags are just on top of each particular duct utilizing the formula to calculate the offset. So this is a very useful tool. Here we're just showing you one particular case where you might want to utilize it. but you can have formulas calculate all of the offsets for your tagging parameters.